Hello and welcome back. We are here for our show match of One F Academy players, Hype and Exiled, going into the fifth and final game of this series. It's going to be on Iron Fortress. And let's see, we have both players ready and we're just going to get right into it. Very excited to see who is going to take the series. It's been back and forward with Hype winning game 1, Exiled game 2, Hype game 3, and then Exiled to get on game 4. So it's been back and back. Morale's got to be, maybe slightly in favor of Exile with that last victory. It was once again Infestor play, which really made the difference. Not only that, but earlier Hydra is just able to get that extra damage out. Was a little bit of a game of back and forth, but let's see what happens on a much bigger match, such as Iron Fortress map, excuse me. Spawning in the top left corner, tied up in this series, but just lost the last one. It is One F Academy's Hype. And spawning in the top right corner, just won the last game, needs to win this final one to win this series. Let's give it up for Exile, also from 1F Academy. Okay, we are seeing a very early drone come out. I'm guessing it's for an extra scout. He does not want to wait for this Overlord. He wants to know what is going on now. I think he wants to know what's going on now. I want to know what this drone's destination is. You are seeing the classic Overlord scans, and are we just going to see some kind of... I'm not sure what the point of doing both is at once. I mean, he's going to get it quicker, maybe that's it. But we are going to see the second Overlord come out here. Trying to see what's going on. He really wants to get that information, wants to know what's going on, does not want to be caught with his pants down, and just wants to know how to play properly against his opponent. In a tiebreaker match like this, I'm sure there's a lot of nerves getting to you because it's all down to one game whether you win the series, but I'm guessing he's just, saying, okay, I respect you as a player, I'm not going to take any risks or gambles, I'm just going to go ahead and see what's going on and play cautiously. And I think that's also the case. Exile generally plays on his spawning pool first. I don't think I've ever seen him go hatch first. We are seeing the complimentary good luck, have funs. Well, not complimentary, but the traditional, I should say. Overlords are going to miss each other, not that big of a deal. We are going to see a hatch first play again from Hype, as well as that quick spawning pull. I think he got one drone in between. Maybe a little greedy, not too much really. We are going to see that once again, it's almost his last game. Corey's getting that, Exile's getting that, spawning pool first, and then into the hatch, where Hype has been getting the hatch first, and then in the spawning pool. Gas is being taken too for Hype, and the scout now is finally going to do its lap around the entire map and poke in. It's going to go ahead and see the gas. He's kind of come around, he sees the pool, and he does the gas block once again. See, I'm not sure in ZVZ how effective it is, because I know a lot of the times you get 100 gas, and you pull these drones right off because you just want 100 for for Zergling speed. So let's see what is going to be the choice. We have the gas also coming down here for Exiled. Queens are on the way. Finishing up his expansion. He's canceled that gas. He's poked. This is very smart. He's keeping his scout in the base, but at the same time protected. We do see metabolic boost coming out for Hype, but what he does is he's not really seeing a lot now, but he cancels and pokes back out. Okay, is there a road forward? Is there a Bailey nest? No, nothing. Okay, let's go back into the extractor. It's gonna stay here now. Hopefully if he cancels again, he's getting even another scout here with the Lings, and we're gonna see a little bit of a fist fight with the Lings. It looks like he's just gonna run right out, and he is gonna let this extractor finish. A little bit of droning up going on for Hype. As far as the income is going, it is slightly favored in Hype by 2 workers. A lot of droning up going on for Hype. We are seeing a few more Lings come out from Exile. And it looks like he's just going to go ahead and poke this, get this out of the way. We are seeing that quicker tech from Hype like we have seen in almost every game of the series, but we do see the Roach Warren going down for Exiled. I'm guessing without a tech coming soon that he must be thinking of some kind of Ling Roach push. Especially with Ling Speed coming, he is getting a little bit of static defense in the main. He's also going to get a little bit of the natural. He's got no saturation at all on that natural. We do have some pretty nice saturations getting up there on the natural hype. And once again, we see those Hype-S kind of overlords flying around, wanting to see what's up. Spots those Lings, knows that there's got to be some kind of force out there. Speaking of forces, it is 11 to 9 army supply, so it's not that huge of a difference, but it is favoring Exiled. We are going to now see 3 evolution chambers once again. This is his style. He likes to keep that tight little choke right there, so if things flood in, he can keep it under control. And a Nidus Worm is coming out of Hype. This is really, really exciting. I really would like to see him use this, especially because it could combo with his placement of Overlords. He's putting him in very aggressive spots so he can see almost any side of the map. But at the same time, he runs the risk of losing him if a Queen picks it off. Now see, this is a great position here because Exile does not see the Overlord, but Hype does see it. Exile. Oh, with the Queen! Is the Queen going to go ahead and get a poke? Maybe not. We are seeing some creep spread by Corey, though, as bread and butter. And we're going to see Tunneling Claws come out once again. Now, in the past few games, it has not worked out at all with the Tunneling Claws because Exiled, has been getting his Overseers. And with a tight wall off like this, there's no element of surprise. But with a Nidus Worm, you could see some kind of burrow surprise. There are no spores or anything. He's pretty much, if he could Nidus network in, like right here, he could completely catch Exiled off guard. And he's gonna poke in and see where he could get the best position for this Nidus network. And these Blings, he's got a nice little wall of himself. 1 spine and 2 evolution chambers. I mean, the income, it's slightly starting to break away, especially in the gas department. That is very, very noticeable. 1-1 is on the way, as well as the Tunneling Claws for the Green Zerg, as well as a nice supply lead. So I'm starting to wonder, where is he investing his money? I think it's just the fact of a lack of income he's starting to get behind. Under creep spread, he is getting some vision of these Overlords. He could, well, he's a wall in like this, maybe he couldn't. This Overlord right here is just like the Rambo. He's going in by himself and doesn't care. Six more roaches on the way is gonna definitely contribute. And let's see, he's already got 2, 4. How many roaches do you have? He's got 11 roaches and 11 lings. And it looks like he's gonna draw everything in the worm. And this Queen could pick off this Overlord, but it's really not that big of a deal when there's many Overlords in position for a great Nidus Worm. Now here obviously is not the best of choices with these spines, but I'm thinking this one right here is really gonna take the cake. Oh, and he sees it. Is he gonna see it? This is huge. He needs to spot this. If he doesn't, he could be caught extremely out of position. I think this Overlord sees it because he's seeing rather than he's focusing too much on the Lings. The Lings are coming in too. And there we go. Now we're getting to some position. The Spine Claws are uprooted, but just leaving a hole in his wall, which is going to be a blunder because these Lings are going to get right in. I think Exiled fell right for Hype's trick, and he dives back into the Nidus Worm, though, surprisingly. I think the spine scared him off, but he's gonna get some damage done with these Lings. He's got 1 Queen already. He might even get 2. Maybe we need to see a transfusion. Oh, wow. Talk about close calls. Very, very close calls. Could get a transfusion going. Looks like he's popping back out of the worm. Back in and out, in and out. Now he's gonna have to stay back for good because he's gonna finish off this Nidus Worm. 1-1 is now finishing 2 for the Purple Zerg. I believe it's been, yes, it has been finished for a while. Interesting choice with the Tunneling Claws. He had it there as an option, didn't really get to see it used. Maybe we'll get to see it used later in the game. With Corey also, Exile with a very, very nice bank right now, and he's actually, I believe, tied actually the economy. Down in supply though, that is an issue. And it looks like he's gonna go for Roach, Hydra, and Infestation Pit all at once. He's got the money, he might as well use it, right? He's gonna go ahead and seal back the wall off. And it looks like that Hype is going to go ahead and take his third. Does take the base that is further away as opposed to this one. Might just be a little safer play. We are seeing another Nidus Worm come out. Now this is undetected. Now I wonder if it's going to cause any kind of reaction from Exiled, or if it's just not going to do anything. He does have it ready to go. I mean, it is always nice to have that available. And this might actually even connect with the creep of, yes, it is going to connect with the creep of Exiled. 2-2 is on the way for the purple Zerg with more roaches and overlords. This third base is about to finish. We're seeing another big push out. And it looks like it's going to be, not really a two-prong attack, but they are going to rendezvous together. And that's 42 roaches to 14. Oh my god, we could see GG here. I think that he techs up too much. This is just so much. I mean, at this point, it's just a simple war of attrition. There's so many roaches here. He's gonna have 12 roaches to help reinforce this, but is it gonna be too little, too late? I don't know, because we're also seeing 9 more roaches on the way, 16 roaches on the way from Hype. And with his +2 gonna finishing within this battle, these Hydralisks could make the difference. He needs to be careful with them, and fortunately, he's not so much. This is just gonna be a slaughter, and I think we've got our best of 5 series winner here, as Hype is pushing through on the natural, and it's, well, it looks like he's trying to get a better position here. I don't see any reason for him to completely retreat. A good transfuse there, not bad. Is he really going to back? Another great transfuse there. Wow, very impressive. Now see, that is a great concave right there. That is what you need to do to get most efficient damage. And when, unfortunately, Exile just has a huge tank, no larva to use it. Not to mention the Hype's also got this larva here. Looks like he's gonna just back up, wait for this extra round of reinforcements, and he's just gonna push in again. And that is gonna be game. Great series, and you have your winner. It's going to be 1F Academy's Hype. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and we will see you guys next time.